Okay, now we're going to talk about the playlist and the playlist files. So let me just minimize the lab for a moment. And we talked about, here we're logged in as Kelsey, so we're looking at Kelsey's playlist folder right here on our desktop. So as you can see, we've got a folder and a movie file right here. So we have like a little movie, and inside the folder there's some MP3 audio files. So this is Kelsey's playlist folder that she's putting some files into. So now when we bring our lab back up and we click that playlist button, right here's the folder and here's that movie file. I could double click this and there's the audio files that she has in there. If I want to go back up a level, I just hit this, double click on playlist, takes me back to the main level here. Okay, so now let's say, for example, we want to launch a video to them. So I just do a regular single left click to highlight the file. So that's the file I want to launch out to them. It's a movie. And then I come up here to this button right here. It's the first one that's got a little green arrow on it. And it says launch the selected file to the student. So that's simple enough. So that's my selected file and I want to launch it. So I'm going to click it. And now that, so you could see over here, so we're looking at the student screen right now. So you can see we launched the video out to them. Okay, so now I'm going to end it. So to end it, I just highlight the video. You can see over here it says launched to the A group. So I highlight it, and one of these X's, see it says close all launched files. So I'm going to close it. Close file, and the file closed. Okay, so another thing you could do is you could take that file and drag it to the top area and put it up here. This is the student area. And I'm going to give them a couple of these audio files too. So you can see I put 3 files up there. So let's take a look at what the student sees. So here's what the student sees. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So here's those 3 files that we put in here. So now your instructions to the students are, guys, listen, I've just given you 3 files to work with. Everyone, you can work at your own pace to open the files, and but I want you to get through all 3 files, and I'll be walking around, so if you have any questions about them, then I'll be around to help you. And so what a student does is they'll double click, they can highlight it and they can double click it, and you could see it loaded up here on their student recorder, and they could hit play and it starts to play, and then they could be done and they could double click the next one and it loads up and they can hit play. And students can actually record along with it. If they hit record, they can record right along with it, do some simultaneous interpretation or things like that. And here's what the video, if I double click on the video, this opens up and they hit play and the video starts to play. They could they can use these little drags. They could drag it forward or backwards. They could pause it, and if they hit stop, it takes it all the way back to the beginning. So stop goes back to the beginning, and they can bring it forward and hit play. And if they want to clear out the file, they just hit this one right here. This one says new file. They hit clear, and it clears the file out. So now the files, we want to take those files away from them. So let's just highlight those 3 files, and we'll hit this garbage can and take them away. It says, you want to remove those files? Yes, I do. And you see they're gone. Now it doesn't delete them from your folder. It just takes the temporary copy away from the students. The files are still in your folder area here. So the other thing about putting files into your playlist folder is when you do an activity such as model imitation. So let's model imitation. We're going to select a file, and guess what? It takes us right to our file folder, the same folder. So it's good to keep all your stuff in that folder, because when you call on it through the activity in the file, it takes us right there. And then we can go and select the file, and it loads the file right up. And then when we hit start, it plays the file out for them. And in this particular case, it will also record their responses to the file. And that's for any activity like listening comprehension. We select file. Again, it takes us right to that same file folder. Okay, and there's all your files are right there. So that's a quick view of the playlist folder and keeping all your files in the playlist folder. I guess I could mention one other thing is this is her playlist folder, and you could put you can make new folders in here. Let's say you want to put all your videos into one particular folder. So you make a folder called videos, and you could drag this into that folder if you want. And you'll notice when I bring the lab back up and I hit playlist, now you see there's my folder for videos. So you can create, keep yourself organized by creating folders in your playlist. So I think that's it for now. So thank you.